Close the door. The food's all here. Please enjoy. Aether Gazer? Red Fox? I invited you for a chat. If you aren't gonna talk, well, that would be quite dull, wouldn't it? No need for nerves. Korg saved one of my subordinates. I owe you a favor now.
This tea looks great. Thanks for hosting.
I got it in Shuheng, my only souvenir.
It was a rushed trip for everyone. I should visit there sometime. Have a look around.
For pleasure? Or business?
I don't know. Tea needs sipping, not just looking. I'll make up my mind when I'm there.
You don't know? Or you don't want to risk giving anything away? You know what I'm talking about, you old red fox. Don't tell me you don't know what Korg is doing.
If I knew everything, I wouldn't need to be here, would I?
You're the boss of Korg. Observators might not speak, but you know everything. You can't delegate everything down the chain, can you?
We all have our own headaches. Complaining about them to each other won't solve anything. We discussed what happened in Shuheng yesterday. Our oversight was lax, and Turing was able to disguise himself as Hunam. We accept our failings. We have already done as much as we can to help. But we have to remember, this is the first time any of us have seen a being capable of using divine grace and Bane energy at the same time. So if you're still disappointed, or think we're careless or sloppy, I have nothing more to tell you.
If you were sloppy, so was I. But I do think you could keep a closer eye on your assets. Hunam has been dead for over 2 weeks.
Hunam was a person, not an asset, Odin. You may have your opinions on how we manage our mods, but let me remind you of something. At Korg, we are soldiers first, mods second. We have never restricted the freedoms and rights of our soldiers when they are not on duty.
Freedom and rights. I'm not sure all would agree. You could carry out a few interviews with Anubis, perhaps, Marduk, or those mutant creations in your lab, the ones designed to mimic mods. How did I know? Is that important? Would you like to explain why I'm only learning of these names now? And what about the source of the quake in Rostach?
This is a Korg project. If I recall correctly, our agreement doesn't require us to share the information with you.
True. You don't have to tell me. But when you ask me to send my people to Rostach to clean up your mess, to recover the artificial life forms you lost, then you kind of owe me an explanation, maybe?
To prevent escalation, we'll certainly use all available resources. This is emergency protocol. At my age, the memory can start to fail. But I think that's in our agreement, isn't it?
Well, if we're quoting the agreement, perhaps I might join in? The team headed to Rostach got their orders revoked. And 0705, taken care of by someone else. If a joint project or commission is cancelled due to unexpected events, the originating party should inform the other party of the reason for the cancellation and produce a report on the unexpected events. So, where's my report?
Aether Gazer, what is going on?
Look, we'd like to know all the details ourselves, but things had already gone out of control at the time.
And that makes it okay? I'm not here to listen to excuses.
What do you want to know?
Your aims, your progress, and how much trouble those freaks you're making are gonna cause.
As you've already dug up our plan of artificial modifiers, surely you understand the motive too.
Sure. Obviously pointless.
I'm not sure you should comment on technical issues like that.
As I often say, the results are my only concern. And your results are a disaster. You've produced second-rate goods, which gobble up access keys to change up their divine grace. What are they even meant to fight? Visbanes? Humans? Mods?
Prototypes are never perfect. I have to say, at the current rate of the evolution of the Visbanes, the modifiers are no longer a match for them. Not even you. This is a war. We need weapons that can be manufactured at scale and upgraded when needed, just like Visbanes. You seek to protect the modifiers. Aren't our goals aligned then? What? Did I say something funny?
I'm just reminded of those kids in the cryptics. Sounds like you're not entirely confident in your research, huh?
Replicating the access keys in Divine Grace isn't easy. As it stands, the artificial mods are unstable and the artificial access keys require an external source of power. However, I have ideas for how to fix these problems. All I need is a little more time.
And how long is a little more time? If the intel I've got is correct, it's been 16 years since the Rostach quake. Would you call that a little more time? Aether Gazer, I just want to be sure what I hear is true, like I said yesterday.
My experiments are already underway. I will succeed. I don't care if you believe me. All I want is to end this conflict as soon as possible. This should be Gaia's problem, and now I'm the one who's dealing with it.
But you are not Gaia.
Things would be so much easier if I were.
But you are not. This will be my final reminder. Trying to be clever only puts everyone at risk. There are fundamental differences between you and Gaia. You will never be, nor do you need to be, the same. Drink up. It doesn't taste as good cold. Oh, I forgot something important.
We'll tell you if we hear anything of Gongtan.
Promptly.
We've shared intel with her now, despite our agreement.
Were you reluctant to tell her or me?
I don't understand what you mean.
Gorg isn't a lab. You are not your researchers, Miss Aether Gazer. If an old man like me can remember that, I'm sure you can. It seems there has been a lot going on behind my back while I've been absent.
You put me in full control of those projects, and I acted within the limit of my authority at all times.
In full control, yes. But clearly, things have gotten out of hand.
Things aren't that serious. Odin just wanted an explanation.
Explanations are often harder to come up with than simple facts. I'm putting a hold on all your secret projects until I can carry out a full review. Our partnership with Aether Gazer has to continue. Our troubles are already mounting. We can't add to them by causing ourselves problems.
Understood.
If you're not in the mood for working, ask for a day off. This is the first time I've come to visit since Shu handed the general office over to you. Not gonna welcome a guest? Well, thanks for the hospitality. Missions aren't my department. Shu will tell you if anything comes up. Korg have told me where Ver is. You can go if you want, but... But don't get your hopes up. Her condition is worse than I hoped. You should prepare yourself. We're all hoping that's the case, but that's all it is. We can't give ourselves false hope.